Dani Alves. Alves used to win trophies like most players win throw-ins. With Barcelona alone, he picked up 23 titles. Across his whole career, he won 43 trophies. This guy had more silverware than some clubs' entire histories. After retiring in 2022, his legacy looked untouchable. Then, January 2023 happened. He was arrested in Barcelona after a woman accused him of sexual assault at a nightclub. Dani said it didn't happen. Then he said it did, but it was consensual. Then he forgot the details. You know you're cooked when your story changes more than your hairstyles. The court didn't buy it. He was sentenced to 4 years and 6 months in prison. The name of the prison? Brian's Second. Sounds like a boy band, but it's actually where dreams go to die. Alves went from La Liga royalty to inmate 1504 in less than a year. Brazil turned on him. Sponsors vanished. Clubs cut ties. From lifting Champions League trophies to sharing bunk beds. If that fall was hard to watch, the next guy might just break your brain. Ryan Giggs. He made 963 appearances for Manchester United. This man was football royalty in Wales and England. Then, in 2020, the spell broke. Police arrested Ryan Giggs for assaulting his girlfriend and her sister. Yep, that Giggs. He denied everything, claimed innocence. But the trial became a tabloid circus. Emotional abuse, gaslighting, alleged controlling behavior. The guy was facing headlines worse than anything Stoke ever threw at him. He stepped down as Wales manager, first temporarily, then for good. His coaching career flatlined. He went from respected pundit to courtroom regular. Even his own brother probably rolled his eyes at this point. From multiple Premier League titles to being known for one of the ugliest domestic abuse trials in football. Giggs' image didn't just crack, it imploded. And if you thought he had a complicated life after football, wait until you meet the guy who literally tried printing his own money. Mickey Thomas. Thomas had the charm, the laugh, and a rocket left foot. He played for United, Chelsea, Everton, you name it. In 1992, he scored the winning goal in one of the FA Cup's biggest upsets. Hero stuff. 1 year later, he was locked up for distributing fake banknotes. Not just any notes. These were being handed out to young players at Wrexham like party favours. Imagine scoring in the FA Cup and then becoming a counterfeiter. He even joked about it while reporters laughed nervously. His cellmate was a convicted double murderer. Mickey said he slept with one eye open. No kidding. When he got out, he played it cool. Even joked about having a printing press. That's the kind of energy Mickey brought. But after laughs, the next story turns the lights off. It's less cheeky rogue and more drug mule operation gone wrong. J. Emmanuel Thomas. He was once Arsenal's golden boy. A youth prospect built like a tank with quick feet. But by 2023, J. Emmanuel Thomas wasn't making headlines for goals. He was arrested for drug smuggling. Not small time, either. Nearly $800,000 worth of cannabis hidden in luggage flown from Thailand to London. He roped in his girlfriend and another woman, told them they were transporting gold. Gold. He literally used the oldest lie in the smuggler's handbook. Police caught him almost immediately. His excuse? He felt bad for the girls. How noble. Then it got worse. He signed for Scottish side Greenock Morton. Within weeks, he was arrested again. He got 4 years, from Emirates Stadium dreams to international smuggling schemes. But he wasn't alone. Jamie Cassidy. Cassidy played with Michael Owen and Jamie Carragher in Liverpool's FA Youth Cup winning team. He was supposed to be the next big thing. Injuries ended his career early. Life after football? That's where things spiraled. He re-emerged as a major player in a £26 million cocaine trafficking ring. They weren't just dabbling. Police seized 356 kilos of cocaine. That's cartel level. He got 13 years. His brother got even more. Turns out the Cassidy family took team chemistry a little too far. What started as the dreams of Anfield glory ended with a prison sentence longer than most careers. And trust me, Jamie wasn't even the biggest fish in this drug pond. Jason Pusey. Pusey once trained with Atletico Madrid, represented Gibraltar internationally. Solid defender, big future. But his second act? He led a South London drug ring. Police busted him using EncroChat, a secret messaging service criminals thought was untraceable. His passwords, his family's birthdays. Brilliant. His operation included cocaine, ketamine, and cannabis worth over £3 million. He pled guilty and got hit with an 11-year sentence. From international football to encrypted coke deals. And if that number shocked you, the next one will blow your brain out the back of your skull. Paul McDonald. Paul once played for Hearts. After football, he became the CEO of a drug empire. Claimed he was earning £1.9 million. Not a year, a month. Cops found nearly £600,000 in cold, hard cash hidden in his properties. Encrypted messages were the final nail. The whole operation read like a Scottish version of Breaking Bad. He got 7 years in prison. His business partner got 7.5. That partnership didn't end well. It was a big bust, but even Paul would blush at what came next, because this next squad was built by actual footballers, and they weren't just playing small ball. The semi-pro cartel. This one wasn't one guy, it was a team, a whole cartel of semi-pro footballers running a drug empire worth £260 million. Luke Skeeter got caught with 8 kilograms of cocaine in a van. That was just the appetizer. The whole ring included players like Adam Pepera, Shaquille Hippolyte Patrick, Jamal Joseph, Andrew Harewood, and Melchi Emmanuel Williamson. They played for clubs like Enfield Town, Chesham, FK Seneca, and Margate. By night, they were trafficking cocaine across borders. One got 24 years, others ranged between 14 to 18 years. It's like they turned Football Manager into a cartel simulator. And the next guy, he made it international. Quincy Promes. Quincy had it all. Played for Ajax, Sevilla, Spartak Moscow. Over 50 caps for the Netherlands. But underneath that success was a whole different lifestyle. In 2020, he stabbed his cousin, claimed self-defense, didn't work, got 18 months. While dealing with that, Dutch authorities charged him with trafficking over 1,300 kilos of cocaine. Smuggled through Antwerp, he was sentenced to 6 years in absentia. The guy didn't even show up to court. He's now playing in the UAE, dodging extradition like he dodged defenders. From scoring in the Europa League to being Europe's most wanted winger. He's playing football, but not for long. Marlon King. Marlon's rap sheet is longer than his highlight reel. 14 criminal convictions. 14, that's not a stat you want on your FIFA card. We're talking theft, deception, DUI, and repeated assaults on women. His lowest point? Punching a 20-year-old student in the face after she rejected him in a nightclub. He served 18 months and was added to the sex offenders register. And somehow, he still got contracts at clubs like Birmingham and Coventry. He would score goals on Saturday and hit courtrooms by Monday. That's how messed up it got. Before I continue, hit that subscribe button for more bite-sized, jaw-dropping football scandals that never made the highlight reel. George Best. Best was magic on the ball and a mess of it. He drank like he played, with flair, danger, and no breaks. Multiple arrests for drunk driving, domestic abuse accusations, even got arrested for stealing from Miss World. Yes, Miss World, Marjorie Wallace, charges dropped, but the story's still insane. His most famous quote, "I spent all my money on booze, birds, and fast cars. The rest I just squandered." For some, that was a laugh. For others, a warning. Patrick Kluivert. At 19, Kluivert was driving 20 miles per hour over the limit, crashed into another car, killed Martin Putman, a respected theatre director and Ajax fan. He was found guilty of manslaughter, got 240 hours of community service. That's it. No prison time. He faced death threats, fell into depression, almost quit the game. Somehow fought back and rebuilt his career at Barcelona. But that accident never left him. It hung over every goal, every assist. And now you've seen what happens when some players retire, the real game begins. Jermaine Pennant. Jermaine once played a full Premier League match with an electronic tag strapped to his ankle, not hidden under tape, just right there, buzzing on his leg. Why? He'd crashed a Mercedes while drunk, while banned, while uninsured. Triple combo, but this wasn't his first mess. The guy once left his Porsche parked at a train station in Spain for 5 months. Forgot it existed. Authorities thought it was stolen. Nope, just Pennant's brain on vacation. The court didn't think it was funny. He was sentenced, tagged, and had to serve his punishment while playing. Imagine scoring a goal and your ankle beeps like a microwave. His post-football career became more reality TV than sports. But if you think that's wild, the next guy went from finances to felony in record time. Chris Killen. Chris retired, started a company to manage money for athletes, seemed smart, seemed stable, seemed like the good guy of the story. Then came 2016. He pled guilty to sexually assaulting a woman in England. After denying it, he changed his plea before trial. No jail, but a 12-month suspended sentence and community service. From boardrooms to courtrooms, just like that. He was also ordered into rehab. Not the kind of financial planning you'd expect from a striker. Killen went quiet after that. But the football world didn't. It got louder, messier, and more unbelievable. Diego Maradona. Maradona didn't turn evil after retiring, he was already chaos in motion. But post-retirement, he somehow got wilder. In 1994, he failed a World Cup drug test. Out of the tournament, gone. The look in his eyes during that celebration still haunts FIFA's PR team. Later, he was arrested in Argentina for cocaine possession. Italy chased him for unpaid taxes over 30 million euros. The man owed more than some clubs are worth. There are mugshots, there are memes, but Maradona's belongs in an art gallery with flashing lights and subtitles. Paul Gascoigne. Gascoigne's story hurts, not because he got caught, but because he kept falling. He had multiple charges for public drunkenness, domestic abuse, and DUI. He was banned from coaching roles due to inappropriate behavior. And by inappropriate, we mean really not okay. The wildest bit: he once showed up to a police standoff holding chicken and beer, claiming he was the suspect's friend and could talk him down. He wasn't even joking. That's where Gaz's mind was. Pure genius on the pitch. Pure train wreck off it. Joey Barton. Barton didn't wait till retirement to go rogue. He was chaos during his career. In Liverpool, he assaulted a teenager after drinking more than 10 pints, punched a guy repeatedly on the ground, got 6 months in jail, served 2.5. At Manchester City, he attacked teammate Ousmane Darboe from behind, left him unconscious, detached his retina. Not even the FA could spin that one. He was banned. He also once poked a cigar into a teammate's eye at a party. It wasn't lit accidentally. Barton meant it. Fernando Gago. Fernando got hit with domestic abuse allegations in 2010. The case didn't stick because charges dropped, but the damage was done. He quietly slid out of the limelight. No national team comeback, no big interviews. Gago's story barely made it outside Argentina, but inside the football world, it was a red flag that never quite got waved. Roberto Baggio. Baggio was Italy's golden boy, literally. So when he got arrested for drunk driving after a solo crash, it stunned fans. No injuries, but still, Roberto, really? He had no excuses. Just bad judgment and a lot of headlines. It was like seeing a unicorn trip over a speed bump. The divine ponytail didn't look so divine that day. John Terry. In 2012, John Terry was fined and banned for racially abusing Anton Ferdinand during a match. He wasn't jailed, but he was stripped of the England captaincy. The FA hit him with a 4-match ban and a £220,000 fine. The debate over what he said, what he meant, and what he deserved never really ended. Terry's legacy? Clean sheets and controversy, all in one package. Tony Adams. Adams was the heart of Arsenal's defence, also the heart of many, many bar tabs. He once drove his car into a war with a blood alcohol level more than 4 times the legal limit. Got 4 months in jail. Served half. It took him years to admit he had a problem, but he finally did. Even opened a rehab clinic for athletes. It's one of the few cases where jail time ended in real reform. Duncan Ferguson. Duncan is the only Premier League player jailed for something he did on the pitch. He headbutted a defender so hard he got 3 months. The FA gave him a 4-match ban. The court said, try prison instead. He also once fought off burglars in his house with his bare fists. No weapons, just Everton rage. Ferguson's record is one of the weirdest in football history, a tough guy and actual criminal. Vinnie Jones. Jones was basically a real-life boss fight. On the pitch, yellow cards. Off the pitch, assault charges. He once bit a neighbour, punched him, kicked him, and then stomped him over a noise complaint. Got 100 hours of community service. Later, he became a movie gangster. Typecasting? Not really. Vinny was already that guy, no script, just real-life violence. Nizar Trabelsi. Trabelsi played pro football in Germany. Then things got dark, really dark. He was arrested in Belgium in 2001 for planning suicide bombings linked to Al-Qaeda, got 10 years, then extradited to the US, faced charges for conspiring to kill Americans, use weapons of mass destruction, and support terrorism, from the Bundesliga to maximum security. From scoring goals to stacking charges. Who shocked you the most? Dani Alves? Promes? The £260 million drug squad? We've only scratched the surface. Like and subscribe for more bite-sized drama.